Hey guys, it's Andrew with Great Days. Today's video is practicing compassion, and we will, throughout the video, be going through how to generate more compassion within yourself. And that's pretty much it. It's super simple, straightforward practice, and it's going to be a nothing too complicated or not even too long of a video. But how's everybody? Just here for myself. If you want to chat, throw some comments down and let me know how's your day, or even if you want to be honest about whatever it is that you want to talk about. Now, we can start with practicing compassion right in the area of being honest, since it is a previous video that I just made, and if everybody's on board, we should be starting up a honesty, more honest life for yourself. And if people are starting this, which they should, then we should all be together being honest and truthful, and this will bring about a more free and expressive state of communication on this channel, and not only for this channel but as well for your individual lives. So we can start right around being honest with ourselves, and this is the perfect place to start your practice of compassion, because when you start moving into honesty, it just becomes more of a natural, there becomes more of a natural flow to being open. And whenever you're open to how things are all the time as they are, without trying to express energy excessively to change things, then this brings about a natural state of joy, and then as well as compassion. So basically, we can start by doing what it is for ourselves that makes us come to a state of honesty. And then whenever you are bringing more honesty into yourself and expressing yourself with truth, then compassion, like I said, will come naturally. So that's one way basically to start practicing compassion. Another way is the most simple way. It's simply just practicing compassion. Whenever you see yourself expressing anything other than compassion, then you need to catch yourself, and then you need to transmute that behavior into a practice of compassion. And that's literally it. It's the most simplest way to bring about compassion into yourself. And this will change you, because most people most people going through a cycle of suffering, or even neglect or grief or shame or fear or any of these lower vibrational emotions or frequencies, you tend to cycle in those natures. And whenever you get caught in those natures, you are like a fly in a Venus flytrap. You just tend to stiffen up in those natures, and then you go unconscious, and then you kind of die expressively to the present moment and the uniqueness of it all. But there's a simple way to get out of it, out of these cyclical natures that cause death on an expressible level of oneself, and then leading to unconsciousness, unawareness. It's literally just practicing compassion with mindful will. Be mindful, meaning whenever you're doing other things, whenever you're doing something other than being compassionate, literally be willful about being compassionate. Transmutate the current state to bring about a new phase, and this end state is compassion. All you need to do is literally, like I said, it's so simple. Just be mindful. You can even breathe into yourself the now, the present moment, like for my video, Be Here Now. You can affirm yourself now. This helps tremendously with bringing in compassion as well. You can willfully conduct a change in your state from shame or fear or suffering to compassion. And this is it. This is simple. You can also you can go about watching your thoughts, feelings, and emotions awarely, with awareness, with consciousness, and generating an observer identity, which will always be watching what it is you're thinking 24/7, feeling, and your actions, not emotions, sorry. It's your actions, feelings, and thoughts. If you're aware of these three completely, then it makes much easier to practice compassion. In fact, if you're aware of these three things, awareness or consciousness will be generating within oneself now and expanding to different dimensions of oneself, and allowing compassion to blossom within ever so naturally. And from here, you're just literally on a way of ever expanding your consciousness, learning and gaining new knowledges and opportunities and wealth and health and what it is you want in your dreams, because dreams are literally the flip side of waking reality. It's a subjective reality, and what it is you hold in your subjective reality is trying to manifest its way in the objective reality, in the objective reality. It's objective reality, that's waking reality. Subjective reality, that's dreamscapes, that's dream reality. But anyway, practicing compassion, like I said, is as easy as being aware of what you're doing and fixating your awareness gently, slowly placing your awareness from the suffering or the grief or the shame or the negative frequencies to different actions, like instead of being in a state of expressionless action, literally just take this awareness that is placed on this expressionless action and go to the mirror in your house or the camera or anything it is that you have that reflects upon yourself, and put your awareness on your reflection and give yourself a smile and tell yourself that you love yourself, because you really do. Without that love, you'd probably be miserable, which is what we are trying to cultivate: compassion to generate less misery and a better life for ourselves, because this is the point. We all need to attain our dream lives, or even higher, which is getting into the unknowns. And the unknowns are the best ways to fall into the ever blossoming passion of compassionate chasms that have no bottoms. Meaning, you will fall forever in bliss when you start walking the unknowns of life, and you will then start aligning with the universal geometry, and your higher self, aka the universal body or God, will then become your individual physical body. And these are attaining to mystical experiences. These are experiences that change your life after one moment of being within this state. And this is something that we are going to help each other generate or cultivate for ourselves, or even experience, due to the fact that I have had these experiences, and they are very life-changing. They grant you immense bliss and universal understanding, meaning you instantly fractalize the knowledges from anywhere in the cosmos, and you can just bring them out right here, where those locations or those spaces or those places don't even touch upon the reality that we're in. But obviously they're there because we're bringing them here to the earth plane. And this is just one of many vibrational frequencies or realms that are actualizing themselves within a primordial consciousness, or a ever expanding evolutionary path. But yeah, practicing compassion is as easy as willfully, mindfully, or even gently moving your awareness from the current state of suffering or lack of expression or lack of being in the now, to smiling in the mirror at yourself and greeting yourself in the now and telling yourself, I love you. And then gently cultivating compassion towards yourself and saying to yourself, I love you. This is literally all there is to practicing compassion. You can literally generate your own process to practicing compassion as well, and have it be more comfortable. If you don't want to go to the mirror, then you can just bring your awareness from what it is that is causing you the misery, and fixating it on the source of compassion, which is most likely whatever it is that truly brings you fulfillment. So yeah, that's all I really have to teach you today. And it can literally just be a reminder, because innocence is something that we have all grown from as infants. We all attained to the state of compassionate, but during our life we become piled up with conditioning, and we are told who we are by other people all throughout our lives, and this steers us away from our true joy, which is an honest life. Like I said, if you're truly honest, then you'd be who you were and you'd stop getting told who you were by other people, and then you'd be in innocence, and then you'd be as good as compassionate all the time. But through life, as we grow older, it does get a little chaotic and we are steered away from our center or our true being. And yeah, this is the state of attaining compassion most of your time, most of your life. We're trying to get people back here and expressing compassion all throughout so the globe can slowly shift its vibration. It literally happens individual by individual. There's no other way. This is simple math. It's a simple way of seeing the world in equation. But yes, let's practice compassion together. Fixate your awareness from the state of lack of compassion to action of practical compassion, and love yourself. Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe. There's some static electricity coming from my fingertips right now. If you can see it, then you're in a higher vibrational frequency. Thank you guys.